In 2025, graphics cards are more critical than ever. Whether you are gaming in 4K, building a workstation, or streaming content, the right GPU can make or break your experience. With the arrival of Nvidia's RTX 50 series, AMD's new RDNA 4 line, and Intel's revival in the discrete graphics race, there are more choices and features than ever before. But not every card is equally available or priced well on Amazon. Today, I'm counting down the top 10 best graphics cards you can buy on Amazon in 2025, considering performance, features, availability, and value. Let's get started with number 10. Number 10, Nvidia GeForce RTX 5060. Taking the 10th spot is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5060. Representing an excellent entry point for gamers who want access to Nvidia's latest technologies without breaking the bank. Its GDDR7 memory, support for DLSS 4, and improved ray tracing cores make it a substantial upgrade over previous generation mid-tier cards. On Amazon, it often appears in several variants, overclocked models, dual-fan cooling, and with different thermal designs, but the real value comes when you find one near its MSRP. In real work and gaming tests, the RTX 5060 handles modern competitive titles at 1044p resolution with high or ultra settings, delivering smooth frame rates above 100 frames per second while pushing into 1440p at medium setting. Its power draw is moderate, making it feasible for many mid-tier power supplies, and the cooling on the better vendor models keeps thermals manageable. For gamers targeting 1440p with ray tracing or future AI features from Nvidia, this card is a strong pick. On Amazon, the biggest challenge is stock and variants. Some cards have higher warranty or superior cooling, which justifies slight premium prices. Others are simple budget models. Checking reviews, vendor reliability, and whether free shipping or returns are offered can make a big difference. Its VRAM is usually around 8 GB to 12 GB, enough for today's games at 1440p, but possibly limiting in ultra ray trace settings or next-gen AAA titles. Overall, the RTX 5060 earns its place at number 10 because it provides modern Nvidia features, DLSS, ray tracing, AI enhancements at a budget or mid-budget price point. It is not the fastest on the block, nor the most future-proof in terms of maximum headroom, but for many gamers shopping on Amazon, it offers the gateway into the latest GPU technologies without the highest cost. At number 9 sits the AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT, a card that balances raw rasterization power with respectable ray tracing, especially when paired with FSR 4 or FSR 3 frame generation. Built on AMD's RDNA 4 architecture, it brings improved efficiency over its predecessors, larger caches, and better support for GPU compute tasks like content creation or streaming. On Amazon, variants from different board partners often come with better cooling, higher clock speeds, and sometimes bundled bonuses or backplates, which can add value. Performance-wise, the RX 9060 XT shines in 1044p high settings, very good at 1440p for many titles, though ray tracing tends to lag behind equivalent Nvidia cards. When DLSS or Nvidia's MFG features are not available or desired, FSR offers a viable alternative, especially on AMD's side. Power draw is higher than some Nvidia mid-tiers, but again, vendor models with efficient cooling are often able to keep heat and noise under control. Amazon pricing fluctuates. Finding a sweet spot model with efficient cooling and a reasonable price is key. For example, dual-fan variants or models with enhanced components like higher quality capacitors or larger heat sinks tend to outperform on thermals but cost more. For buyers who also care about image quality, ray trace lighting, or upscaling features beyond raster performance, the RX 9060 XT might require some compromises, but still delivers strong value. This card earns number 9 because it is one of the strongest AMD offerings for gamers who want high-resolution performance and decent ray tracing without paying the top-tier price. For 1440p gaming, or for content creators on a budget, it represents one of the best value choices on Amazon in 2020. Number 8 is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5060 Ti 16GB. The extra memory provides more overhead for higher resolution, better texture quality, and stronger performance in content creation workloads. This card often shows up on Amazon with premium GPU partners, fans with better cooling, multi-fan designs, and improved factory overclocks that push clocks higher while maintaining stability. In benchmarks, the 5060 Ti performs excellently at 1440p, hitting very playable frame rates Even in ray tracing, with quality upscaling features enabled, it also does respectable work in 2160p resolution in less demanding titles. The VRAM jump from 8GB to 16GB reduces stuttering and provides more longevity against demanding future games. Power use is higher and thermal demands are greater, but high-end vendor models with triple fans or vapor chambers help mitigate those concerns. Amazon again is critical. You need to pick the trusted vendor, ensure adequate cooling, check the port configuration, HDMI, DisplayPort, and warranty support. Certain models may be significantly more expensive due to better cooling or RGB, so comparing variants is wise. The card is not the cheapest, but the price per frame when looking at performance versus cost is compelling. Number 8 lands here because the RTX 5060 Ti 16GB is the mid to high tier where performance starts entering enthusiast territory without the steep price of the top end. For gamers who want to push ray tracing more seriously or run high resolution with future texture mods, this GPU gives strong headroom while still being accessible on Amazon. Sitting at number 7 is the AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT. With 16GB of VRAM and a wide memory interface, it handles modern AAA games at 1440p ultra settings smoothly and even pushes into 2160p in some titles. On Amazon, high build variants are common: better cooling, robust power delivery, efficient VRMs, and aesthetic enhancements. Buyers often get RGB, reinforced frames, or even factory overclocking. The thermal and power draw demands are higher, so quality of cooling and case airflow become much more relevant. Noise levels in premium variants are reasonable. Because it is more powerful, the price is significantly higher than mid-tier cards. However, when you consider price per performance, especially in rasterized performance without ray tracing, the RX 9070 XT often outperforms similarly priced Nvidia cards. If you do not need perfect ray tracing, this card gives especially great value. This card earns number 7 because it significantly closes the gap to top-end performance without paying top-end prices. For gamers who want more than just enough and want to push image quality and gameplay smoothness, the RX 9070 XT is a smart buy on Amazon in 2020. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 5070 holds the 6th position. It strikes a strong mid-high balance, very good ray tracing, top-notch upscaling tech with DLSS 4 and multi-frame generation, and enough grunt for serious creative work. Gamers targeting 1440p and even occasional 4K should seriously consider this GPU. Its specifications offer improvements over previous mid-high cards. Power consumption is higher, but vendor cooling solutions on Amazon mitigate that. The memory bandwidth and clock speeds push performance forward in modern games. In heavily demanding ray trace titles or content creation renders, the 5070 outperforms many budget price RTX cards. Amazon stock for this card sometimes comes with premium models with better cooling and RGB, which adds cost. Ensuring you get sufficient power supply, good case airflow, and enough physical space for cooler shrouds is important. But when priced near MSRP or slightly above, given tariffs and shipping, its price-to-performance ratio is often among the best for high-quality gaming across resolution. Number 6 is awarded to the RTX 5070 because it bridges performance tiers. You get many of the flagship-level features without needing flagship money. It is a performer for both gamers and creators who want reliability, future-proofing, and premium features. Number 5, AMD Radeon RX 907. With the very latest RDNA 4 architecture enhancements, significant improvements in ray tracing, better power efficiency, and modern memory systems, this card gives you high-resolution power plus future-proof features. On Amazon, you'll find multiple versions, some with the best coolers, others with RGB, some with minimal design, but the core performance remains excellent. If you are playing at 1440p or even 2160p, the RX 9070 maintains high frame rates, especially when combined with AMD's FSR or frame generation feature. For creators, VRAM is abundant, support is improving, and its compute powers are better than many previous generation counterparts. Thermals are better thanks to new cooler designs, though power draw still demands a solid PS. Pricing can be high, especially in premium variants, but when you find a well-priced model with a good cooler, it is among the most efficient high-tier cards available. For those who want strong performance, good ray tracing, and decent upscaling without paying flagship costs, This card is a very smart mid-high tier pick. Number 4 goes to the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. Whether you play aggressively ray-traced titles, use upscalers, stream, or do creative work, the 5070 Ti gives you excellent headroom. It handles 4K gaming better than many cards in mid-high tiers, especially when DLSS 4 or MFG are used. Raster performance is also top tier for everything below ultra-demanding titles. Vendor variants with triple fan coolers, vapor chamber designs, and factory overclocks push its performance further. These are usually more expensive, but the increased thermal headroom and quieter operation make them worth the extra in many cases. When shopping on Amazon, look for models with dual or triple fan designs, check the power connector requirements, and ensure your PSU can handle the load. Also verify the card size, because premium cooling often increases the overall length and width. Number 4 earns its place, because it pushes into enthusiast class without the enormous price tag of flagship cards. For players who want to push resolution, image quality, and ray tracing seriously, but are not ready to spend flagship money, the RTX 5070 Ti is a brilliant compromise. Number 3, AMD Radeon RX 9080 XT. It features superior raster performance, competitive ray tracing, and large memory buffers, making it ideal for gamers who want top graphical fidelity, creative professionals who render video or work with GPU compute, and enthusiasts who demand high frame rates even at 4K. On Amazon, the RX 9080 XT shows up in premium partner versions, large triple fan coolers, liquid-cooled hybrid options, and high factory overclocks. It's heavy, power-hungry, and requires excellent airflow in your case, but if those constraints are handled, the performance is among the best available. In 4000 by 2016p resolution, this card handles almost everything at ultra settings, and even ray-traced titles perform well when using upscaling. For gamers with high refresh rate 4K monitors, the RX 9080 XT locks in strong frame rates in non-ray-traced games and retains acceptable performance in ray-traced usage. Creative tasks like rendering, video encoding, and texture work benefit from its high VRAM and memory bandwidth. This card gets number 3 because it is one of the few GPUs that delivers near top-end results in both raster and ray tracing, while still being relatively more accessible than the very top flagship, especially when found on sale in Amazon. For those who want excellence in every metric, the RX 9080 XT is one of the best in 2020. Taking number 2 is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5800, the strongest Nvidia card before you enter the ultra-premium RTX 5090. This GPU delivers excellent 4K performance, superb ray tracing, and all the latest Nvidia features: DLSS 4, multi-frame generation, AI enhancements, strong hardware acceleration for creators, and large VRAM buffers. When shopping on Amazon, the 5800 shows up in variants with triple cooling overclocked editions and some premium glass shroud designs. Those cost more, but often come with better thermal headroom and quieter operation. Performance in 4K gaming is mostly smooth on many titles. In some of the heaviest ray-traced scenes, you still need to tweak settings or rely on DLSS. For content creators, model variants with enhanced cooling, better power delivery, and extra reliability are especially attractive. Power draw and heat are significant, so cooling and PSU must be high quality. Also, card dimensions may require a larger case. The Amazon listings also vary a lot in price depending on build partner, warranty, and ship. But when you find one near MSRP with solid cooling, this GPU offers nearly the best performance available to most gamers. This card holds number 2 because it is nearly top tier in performance, and for those who want a flagship experience without paying the absolute cost of the ultra-premium RTX 5090s, this is the sweet spot. At the top of the list is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5900, the flagship graphics card of 2020. If you demand the best native 4K gaming, high frame rates on ultra settings, state-of-the-art ray tracing, support for the newest AI features, and the highest memory and power specs, this is the card that delivers. On Amazon, its variants are the most premium massive coolers, liquid cooling hybrids, RGB, reinforced frames, and often very high price tags. If you can secure one close to MSRP or with a modest factory overclock, it is a worthwhile investment. It's energy-hungry, large, and demands a robust power supply, often 800 watts or more, and excellent case airflow. Performance is unmatched. Ultra settings at 4K in most games produce high frame rates. Ray tracing is smooth with DLSS 4 and MFG enabled, creative and rendering workloads breeze by, and future games will be easier to run. VRAM is usually very high, 28 gigabytes or more, ensuring headroom for ultra textures, mods, and future AAA titles. Number 1 earns its spot because it is simply the most powerful graphics card you can reasonably buy in 2020. It is the choice for enthusiasts, professionals, and anyone who wants best-in-class visuals, performance, and features, assuming your system is ready to support its power, size, and cost. There you have it, the top 10 best graphics cards you can buy on Amazon in 2020. Whether you aim for 4K ultra-wide glory, high frame rates at 1440p, or getting the best value per dollar, there is a card here for you. Prices, availability, and variants fluctuate often, so always check reviews, model, partner, build, warranty, and whether you are getting MSRP or marked up price. Which GPU will power your next rig?